I am doing dry January, and one of the big things that came on the news right in the beginning of the year was that the Surgeon General now wants to put labels, carcinogenic labels on alcohol. Basically, the same warning labels that cigarettes have. They want to put on alcohol. And then when it initially happened, it happened a couple Fridays ago. All the alcohol stocks went down, but it was a great time to buy them because you knew it was going to go right back up. But it's one of those things where I think it's a big part of our culture. And it's weird because honestly, I've never done this in my entire adult life. And so, we had New Year's Eve a few weeks ago. I did for the first time, I did a sober New Year's Eve. Like I've been wanting to do this, but again, I'm in my 40s. I just needed this, and I'm not telling anyone, but you need to kind of reflect. And I think if you really think about your health in this life, and everything that we've been programmed is all about alcohol. Like, like if you watch any television, any movies, I'm just saying that like they're not really drinking, but like if you really think about how
it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It can literally, and if you think about the markup, and I always think about the financial markup of alcohol, which is another thing for me. It's just like, it's one of those things like, listen, just, I think you get to a certain age, you have to at least examine your relationship with alcohol. I'm not saying you don't have to do it. I've been going to like bars and just drinking like Heineken Zeros, which is weird. And I understand, it irks people. Yeah. It really does. It does make you look like a. What am I gonna do?
Pause.
Can I have club soda? I get it, but
but you're preaching some real shit. Dude.
I'm just saying that like it's starting. That people are really starting to get it. These things, they all leave like these oral cancers. Like it's crazy. Like if you really like look at like how much of it affects, it's a lot. And I'm just saying that people are.
It's good that you bring it up because some people probably listening to this right now and don't even realize it that they have a addiction to alcohol, pretty much.
We really like it. And I love being drunk. And and I try to tell people, listen, I love drinking. I love it. But you know what? Like the older I get, it takes me days to recover. Days. And especially now as I've gotten older and I'm just busy and I have a lot of things that I'm like doing this, I'm doing that, I'm running business. Like I don't have 3 days after I go out to recover. And it's just literally was a kind of a business decision where I was like, you know what? This is physically not great for me. And I'm getting to this point. I just want to try. So I decided to do sober January. Man, everybody, but I will say this, I've realized the issue because when you tell people, especially let's say, and I've tried to go out to like bars, just because again, like it's part of my life. I do real estate, kinds of things. So it's just kind of what people
socialize.
Do. I've just tried to like have like a club soda, but people are like, what? Because I get it. And being the sober guy while everyone's been drinking, you see the, it's when everyone's drunk, like, everyone's kind of under the same spell. But when there's that one sober person, there's that one person who's not under the spell and it irks. You know what I'm saying? It irks everyone. So I get it. And I honestly, and so like now I've just like been like,
okay. You know what? I think that might be in your head.
You think that's in my head? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Because no, but I get what you're saying because if you're in a crowd where everybody's drinking, you're the only one. Self-consciously you feel left out in a way makes you feel like I irk here.
It does.
But people might just be so fucked up that they don't even realize it that you are the sober person. They're like they're just there.
Or you're at least trying. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's in their own little world.
Exactly. I don't. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's in my head that I think that it irks people. But they, people will make comments to you like, oh, come on.
You're not drinking?
You're not drinking. Exactly. Like it really. I've just never made a decision that like really didn't sit. People are like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, you want to do this? I joked about.
Listen, man, I get it. We're getting older and it's personal provocative, I would say. And if that's what makes you comfortable, then by all means, I say validate yourself before you seek validation from others.
100%.
Damn, hold up. Shots.
So, guys, you do whatever you got to do, but be healthy, be strong. do some strength training. I don't know if you, but I have a lot of. I'm a personal trainer. I have a few private clients here when I move around, all this stuff around here. But if you have any questions about fitness, working out, you catch me at PF every once in a while.
Yeah.
But about 20 years, I was a personal trainer for a long time. That was probably my first job when I was like in my 20s, and then a lot of things happened there. But I loved it. I thought I was going to do that forever, actually. And so if any questions, stay strong, keep weight training, get in there. You don't have to do it all the time. I work out maybe twice a week, but I'm telling you that like no one's coming to save you, and as things we get older and we're that generation, like our parents, they never really, worked out. I'm making my mom do like carries, and like I bought her,
Yeah.
I got her like 15-pound weights. I have like a little,
Shout out
like,
to
thing,
Doña.
the doña, she's got to do some weights. I'm doing lunges. I need, her hips strong and mobile. Your
Shout out
legs.
to all the doñas. How about that? Yeah, y'all get some shots.
We appreciate you, and
Yo, make sure y'all moms get them steps in.
Exactly.
You
They created you, and you got to make sure that they're healthy. And I work in property management in the city. I work with clients who are like in their 70s, 80s. I have clients in their hundreds. I have a woman, she's 101. And
101.
101, and
Blessings, man.
Blessings, and she was like, well, she started talking about history.
It's like, yo, I've been outside, like I've been running it down.
I sit down for hours, I'm in the West Village, and I help people with affordable housing, and I realize, the tricks, people who is just like the longevity, but it's like your mind, your body have to be strong, and you have to stay active. You have to keep moving. You have to keep walking. You have to keep working out, and this life is going to be hard no matter what, but like, find solace in that.